Hi. So today I wanted to talk quickly about an approach that I use with my clients who have motor planning difficulties, like childhood apraxia of speech. It's called DTTC, and there's a great handout actually that's available for free from someone who I follow, Amy Graham. So shout out to her. You can get this from her website. It's a nice little breakdown. Let me just pull it up here for your reference. So you can see here we start with slow simultaneous production, which means doing it together at the same time, 10 to 20 trials. Then we move into direct imitation. So stop, look at me, first me, then you. Then delayed imitation. Okay, watch me, let them process it, then they do it. Then we try to throw it into an activity, use it spontaneously. Then we may play around and do something else, and then go and throw it into a useful phrase. So it sounds simple, but it can be a little confusing actually in the beginning. So, you want to take your target. Let's just pick a really simple target. We might have cake. So I was working with a little one the other day. So cake, right? So first we're going to just do it together. You might not be able to hear if they're making errors. That doesn't matter. You're doing it together simultaneously. So cake, you're doing your slow and exaggerated cake, almost where they can feel what you're doing face to face. They're watching you at the same time, just talking over each other, kind of slowing down with them, sticking with them, pulling them through that movement, 10 to 20 together. Then you're going to stop and say, okay, okay, now we're going to take turns. So first me, then you. Make sure they're watching, right? Okay, so still slow and really clear. Cake. Then I'll have her do it, right? Or him. And I'm highlighting. I might be using some hand gestures, bringing attention. Cake. Now your turn back and forth, 10 to 20. Okay, now delayed imitation, right? You want to see if they're getting it on their own. Okay, now watch me. Cake in a little more natural production. They do it. If they make any errors, if it's a vowel, if it's the last, you stop, you give that direct. Oh, hold on. I heard gake. Maybe they did a voicing error. I heard gook. Maybe it's a vowel distortion. Cake, A, and I might pull out the sound that they need to highlight. A, I might pull in, oh, I don't have it ready for it here. My B-worm cues, tropical bird. What does tropical bird say again? A, right? Work on that vowel, then bring it back. Cake, right? Once you get those consistent productions on their own, okay, great. Now let's go play. Maybe we go work with a few other targets, then I'll come back to it. Hey, remember our cake? See if they still have it. Try to play with prosody then, saying it more natural instead of cake. Now we're going to go cake, 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 cake. Now let's whisper cake. So we play around, we manipulate in all these different ways to make sure that they have it. Um, Go around, and then maybe the next session when we come back in, I'm going to start with those targets I left off with yesterday. Hey, let's go back through those. Cake. And if they still have it, awesome. If they don't, you can come back to the DTT's hierarchy. I'll pull it up for you again just so you can check it out. And this is also something you can coach parents to do at home, right? When they're working on sounds. And it's just amazing how well it works, to be honest. I mean, it really works every time. Um, so again, shout out to Amy Graham. You can just go to her website. I'll put the yeah,